Well, good morning. Today we close our week on giving, and you may not be surprised. I'm going to talk about giving to your church. We've had a remarkable 2020. We'll be telling that story at the annual meeting because we have a remarkable group of givers in our church. And so maybe I'm preaching to the choir. But maybe you don't go to our church, or maybe you've never enrolled in that whole mentality of being generous to your church. I'd like to speak to you about that a little bit. I find that people who are mature in their faith find a trustworthy church, and then they trust it. And they give to it generously so its mission can go on. I hope you find that to be true at New Communion. And we must have many people who believe that because of the generosity that you and others show toward your church. But as people are maybe less mature, what I find they do is that they completely self-manage their giving, and they don't trust any organization to disperse it. So they say, I'm going to give this to my family member, and I'm going to give to this organization, and I'm going to manage it here and move it here. So that they are the money managers of their giving, rather than in any way trusting the organization that serves them and serves the world, that they trust the church. I hope that you find, as you look at your church, and if it's New Community or if it's a church somewhere else in the country, find a church that you can trust, and then trust that church with your giving. We had several individuals in the month of December give us really very large gifts, and not one of them said, now, how are you going to handle that? And do this with it. I want you to manage it just this way, and will you give to this cause and this cause? They said, I'm going to trust you. And what they're really doing is they're trusting God by saying, God, I trust this organization, but those people are now, they're responsible for how they manage these funds that you've given to me, and I am entrusting to them. And believe me, we feel that trust and discharge it with all the sense of duty that someone should managing a kingdom work like the church. So I hope that as you think about your growing relationship with giving, that yes, you give to family and you give to causes, but that you, whether it's this church or another, are generous to your church because it is the body that serves you, and that you are trusting to serve the world with the mission that you believe in. Let's all be people who approach the world with these open hands, whether it be with our time, our forgiveness, our words of encouragement, or our money. Let's be generous. Have a great day.